Today on Uncommon Good MTG, we're playing a brand new deck from Final Fantasy. It's called Rakdos Wizards. Rakdos because of black and red, and Wizards because this thing drops black wizard creature tokens like baby makers make babies. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the one, the only, the sort of smells slightly of elderberries, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I've found over on the Aether Hub, posted by Achilles. It's Rakdos Wizards. Rakdos Wizards. All right, so the cool thing about this deck is it is a big-time Final Fantasy deck. Apparently, it doesn't have that many rares in it because I was able to build it with very little wild cards. I'm just checking this out real quick to see how we're doing. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we've only got one rare. So yeah, you could probably easily put this thing together tonight without much trouble. Excellent. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk about how the deck should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got? All right, we've got, I can tell you in this initial deck we had, what was it, Lantern of the Lost or something? The thing that goes against, starts ripping apart graveyards. That's got its utility to it. It's really good. But I felt this deck needed more creature kills. So I took out a Soul Guide Lantern. That's the card I removed. And I put in some Shoot the Sheriffs. I put in another Pyroclasm. Yeah, that's what I did. I did 4 additional cards. 3 of these and 1 of that. So that way we got more creature removal. All right, so let's get down to it. What do we got? Creature removal, creature removal, creature removal, creature removal, and creature removal. There we go. Lots of creature removal. But what else are we doing, Alex? Well, let's find out. This card draw. All right, great. This guy is an equipment that puts out a black wizard. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So there you go. And but then you could use the equipment. Well, if your wizard dies, you basically put it on something else, and then it becomes a wizard that does that kind of stuff. All right, there we go. So that's the big thing. We got wizard ability. That when you got these little dudes out there, the more you have, the more damage you're doing to your opponents each time you play a non-creature spell, such as Pyroclasm, Shoot the Sheriff, Sheoldred's Edict, Resentful Revelation, Go for the Throat, Black Mage's Rod, Cut Down. All of those are non-creature spells, right? They're all going to trigger off those black wizard powers. What does this guy do? Puts out a black wizard. What does this chick do? Puts out a black wizard. What does this guy do? Puts out a black wizard. What does this guy do? Puts out black wizards at the end of every one of your turn or something like that. At your end step, create a black wizard. Yeah, so you see, we're dropping black wizards like mofos, and we're going to be triggering the ability like crazy with creature kill. Yeah, what is this? Whenever she attacks, you create a black wizard. At the end of your end step, create a black wizard. Draw a card, lose 2 life, put out a black wizard. All your wizards get +1/+0 and life linked in the turn. What does this one do? Each opponent, target opponent sacrifices a creature, and you put out a black wizard. So you can see, yeah, we're going black wizards like crazy. What do these lands do? They don't put out black wizards. That's the thing. But we do put out, what are the toxic people and man lands and stuff. Other than that, we got, we can destroy some particularly heinous lands if we feel like it. And that's it. So what are we going to do? We're going to be dropping black wizards. We're going to be controlling the board with board wipes, or with individual creatures and a board wipe potentially. You might want to wait a little bit on dropping your stuff if you Pyroclasm, depending upon who you're playing against and what kind of cards you have in your hand. But other than that, we're doing awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Rakdos style. 100% Rakdos style. All right, so that's it. And before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Sheoldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. I'm playing against Bmorr. I'm looking for Bmorr. 1, 2, 3. Good. 2, 2, 2, 4. All right. Keep. People have been playing Chomper like crazy tonight. 1. You gonna pull it back? There you go. 2. Black Mage it. Alright, so I think that Go for the Throat's more versatile, so we'll go for Sheoldred's Edict on this next one. Unless he puts out a second creature at this point. And there's a second creature. Single point of damage. All in for 2. Alright, so that guy's going to be around. That will be a problem for us. Let's just get rid of Demolition Field. It's fine. We are getting a lot of mana. No attacks. We're cool. Don't want to lose you. Alright, so next turn, I could technically do these 2 together. That'll take out 2 creatures. Hopefully it won't put out a third. Nope, no third. We'll take out both those creatures. That'll be fine. Come at me, brah. There you go, 4 points. Alright, Sophie's choice. Pick who you hate more. And again. He's down to 9. We got 2 more cards. We'll be doing at least 3 points of damage each time. We could probably get that ranked up. It's killing one of my dudes. That's not cool. Alright, come on. Just roll over. Let me kill you. Land. That's fine. Alright. Circle of Power. We're going to pick up a land right there. No attacks. Alright, he's pumping for 9. I got 11 at the moment. That's fine. Come on. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Either I kill you or you don't. I'm going to be dying here pretty quick. Just don't gain any life. That's what's important here. Alright, can I kill you with what's left over? That's the deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means I can do 2 of these guys. Either of them is fine. One, 2, 3, come on, 1 more, and we win! I didn't want to do the math. I'd be a nerd. Victory! And we're playing against Mephisto. Mephisto. 1, 2, 3. He's guys are nice and cheap. I do appreciate that. That weird Orko right there. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. No. Alright, should we start with a little kill action? Let's do that. Yoink. Alright, the question is, I should get a guy out before I start going nuts on people. Let's just do that. There's a guy. Alright, that dude needs to die. You gonna come at me, brah? Alright, let's slaughter both of them. Let's do that. Woink. Oink. And in for 2. There we go. Down to 17. This game's practically over. Alright, there's another Orko. We're just lousy with them. Hope we get a little bit more creature kill. That'd be great. That's not creature kill. Let's put this guy out. Shoot him. Creature kill. I don't want to wipe out my entire force, do I? It's not going to do any good too, so let's just grab this guy. He's fine. And let's do it again. Alright, you want to lose your guy? We could do that. Nope, you just let it happen. Alright, good for you. I need 7 mana, which is just 1 more to be able to play these again. He's a fabled soldier. All caps. So right now, the problem is he's doing his life gain is what my problem is. I can't handle that. Ooh, just sacrifice him. Nuts. Ah, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. All right. It's lots of shooting going on. And gone. And let's just send in 1 person. The other people can stand back. You're cool. Down to -4 because of double damage. Victory! Victory! Alright, playing against DrawingSlayer. My name is DrawingSlayer, and I like to do drawings. Yeep. Hello, Chomper. It's good to see you. You're my favorite Chomper. You just don't pay attention is the problem. Hubert, here you go. There's some Energon for you. Over here. Come on, Chomper. Pay attention. Game's going on. Yeah, good. Oh, come on. Over here. Over here. Come on. All right, he's throwing down land. All right, I'm not going to be able to do anything on turn 1, so I'll throw this out. Turn 2, we can start going for the throat. Lana Wealth gives you a nice amount of ramp. I'd pretty much be willing to go after his throat. All right, come on. Blast the rock, yo. Chomper, over here. Ooh, that's even better. Let's just go a little Pyroclasm action. You got some pump, you can pump it. Yeah, 2 mana to kill 2 creatures or 2 mana to kill 1 creature. I like the 2 for 2. Now, obviously, if he's going to put more stuff out, I just think it's going to get bigger. That's the thing. He's going to get bigger and better. All right, let's go see if we got another mana out of this deal somewhere. 1, 2, 3. No mana. Wrong one. All right, there we go. Let's push that over there. What you got there? Super Spider. My name is... All right, we keep cut down around. That's good. I need another. If I need a 4th mana, and we got one, great. Let's go with one I can use immediately. Let's go for this guy. Because look, I mean, we made this far. We haven't put out any black mages at all. None at all. All right, mana out. Let's put this guy out for what we got. I still got a single available for killing small dudes if that happens. Creating a bird. I gotta get it. Come on. I don't care. We'll take it off right now. If you're gonna try to pump it, then that's a card that's wasted. All right, you still get your spider. Congratulations. What happens to that thing does? You get to milk 2 cards. Congratulations to you. Get him, Chopper. Get him. I'm down to 14. And he doesn't have anything else, so these aren't going to do us any good. If we leave these open, we can just kill things, go for the throat. That is an artifact, so that's not going to help out too much with that. Let's just attack with little boy there. Alright, we're stuck with these sorceries. Commune with the beavers. Those don't look like beavers. They look like fuzzy pigs. which is going to cost me 3 on top of it. 1, 2, 3 leaves me 2 additional. Sure, let's do it. Ooh, I want to get rid of a card at this point. No, I'm cool. I like what I got. It's all very reactionary. Another pissed off Orko. I just don't remember Orko being this badass or having legs. And we win! And we win! Winner! Victory dinner. Alright, we're playing against PrinceReiken. Reiken, something like that. Alright, there we go. 2 stinky mana. Keep. No. Alright, getting that guy out. Let's just see if we can be faster than this guy, or better than this guy. And draw your card, hippie. Black Mage Rod. Black Mage Rod. Yeah, you got to get the lyrics down to the cadence of the song appropriately. This guy likes to draw cards. He's drawing cards like a madman. Makes me wish I had a Sheoldred out. Alright, let's go after his face! What does this jerk do? He gets bigger and bigger. Alright, let's just go force him to be horrible. There we go. That was delicious. As we use our heavy hitters here to hit heavy. All right, come on. Keep drawing your cards, but not getting anything good. That's what we like. All right, you're out of mana, so let's do it. Pass the rock, yo. Let's pull back. Fire hands Orko, because he doesn't do any damage. And he could be a decent blocker if we need to. A little Chumposaurus Rex. We're up to Super Saiyan ability on Trance there. Oh, the devil. He's taking everything out. That's not great. Now we got to rebuild from scratch like a sucker. I like how that happens so quickly. It's a triggered event. They don't have the ability to sneak in there. Yeah, our pal here. He's a good guy. Kuja. Alright, so we have the ability to go for something. If he puts a creature out, that'll be nice. It'll just do a single point of damage. But still, it's a thing. Are we up to 7 mana? Nope, not yet. These cost 3 to equip. Come on, don't turn this around. It's time for you just to roll over on us here. Still, we got to put up with a zombie. Not cool, man. And we win in your face, Charlie Brown. In your face. All right, up against Hippoatemyzebra. Hippoatemyzebra. There we go. Keep. I can't believe I'm keeping this. All right. No, peep, peep. Pyroclasm's kind of bad, but maybe. It's kind of like a in case of emergency break glass kind of situation. We'll see what he puts out. Yeah, that could do pretty well. Except for he probably has a raise the pass kind of situation. Let's see. Number 3. Let's do this. They'll get some more wizards out, so we have more things to die. But it did help out here in the early game. Rabbit. He wants to play a rabbit. No. Stay back here, hot hands, Orko. Look, we're up to a full-on trance at this point. We play for 2 of them. Nuts. Well, we'll just have to do this the hard way, won't we? 1. 2. Question, are we going to do tons of damage? Yeah, we can come straight through at this point. All right, there we go. I think we got it. You can block one, man, but not the other. There we go. Victory! Victory! All right, so here we go with Rakdos Wizards. It was super cool. It was a good deck. I really liked it. I kind of feel like this could be tightened up a little bit more. The reason why is because I ended up changing out, like, Sheoldred Edict's in here for 1 card. I just don't believe 1 card is, you don't deserve 1 card. That's just dumb. Unless you're messing around with a bunch of different cards, you have different opportunities. Like, I constantly will do like a 4 slot of 2 of Go for the Throat and 2 for Shoot the Sheriff. Because they're the same card, except for this one's not good against artifacts, and this one's not good against outlaws or whatever. So I like the fact that they kind of go against, you know, something one or the other. And so the chances are you'd be able to get around it. Because there was a long time when we had this out, there were outlaws everywhere. Or when we're playing this one, there's tons of artifacts. And it sucks when that happens. Like, this doesn't do well against big creatures. I'm not a big fan of cut down. I might even tune this down to like 2 cards or something. So cut down's great when cut down's great, but having 4 in your deck is probably way too much. In fact, I'd probably do maybe 2 of this and maybe 2 up on Sheoldred's Edict, just to give it a nice thing. This card needs a lot of individual creature removal. When I changed it to the way I have it right now, it did a ton better than the way I originally picked it up. Moved it from like a 60% win rate to a 100% win rate. Anyways, it's a good deck. I really enjoy black mages. Is that what they're called? Black wizards. Big time. Love them. So, yeah, this is a great first deck for Final Fantasy. Let's put it that way. All right, so let's get down to it. Who is the MVP? Who's the most valuable player in this deck? Well, all together, it's Black Wizards, right? Black Wizards are the big MVP altogether, but they're spread all over the place. Everything's putting out those Black Wizards like crazy. Which individual card did I like the best? I gotta say it was probably Kuja. I like the fact that Kuja went all Super Saiyan there, and then it was what? If a wizard, you would deal damage to a permanent, deals double that damage instead. And he's a wizard himself. So yeah, I gotta say that Kuja was probably my favorite character. I liked getting it. I liked putting him out. I at 4, he was really expensive, but on the other hand, 4 is not that expensive a thing. And I gotta tell you, there were times I was waiting around to play things for 7. With this deck, it was easy. We don't have ramp in here as far as I know, but yet we were getting mana like crazy. How many mana do we have in here? It's 25, so just 1 extra than normal. is a good balance. It worked out well. It worked out. Who put this deck together anyway? It was Achilles. Yeah, Achilles. Yeah, it's a good balance. Everything's good. I really liked it. All right, well, anyways, Kuja, you're going to be my MVP. You look like a 13-year-old boy, but I guess that's what you get when you play Final Fantasy. Congratulations, you're going to Disneyland. All right, let's see. Was this deck competitive? Yeah, I got 100% win rate. 100. I think it's probably just because people didn't know what to do against Black Wizards. Like I said, I did way better when I had a lot of removal in here. So it was just because I was able to eliminate threats on their side as well as trigger off the Black Mage's, ping ability every time I was using it, which provided me with the extra just aggro attack kind of situation. If my guys just didn't have the ability to do damage, they couldn't attack because they're too wussy, I was good because I could just continue to kind of go after their guys. So yeah, this was a competitive deck. Very well done. Good win rate. Number 2, was this deck fun? Absolutely. I mean, take a look at that. There's so many cards in slot 2. Yeah, I was playing 2-slot stuff all the time. And that was great. And because it was cheap, we were able to trigger off that ability multiple times. That's really the deal with this deck. The Black Mages work well with really cheap cards. It's like the landfall of card stuff. Yeah, I dug it. Plus, it was a Rakdos deck. Super nice. I liked it because I kept thinking, what about that 3-point one that does 3 points of damage to each creature? 2 points is way better. Just because, sure, there's a lot of things you can't kill, things that have bigger butts than 2. But come on. 2 of them in here, that's perfect. That's perfect. There's a lot of people that put out a little tokens, and this will take care of it. It'll be fantastic. Like the hair deck that puts out those multiplying rabbits. Yeah, that just wipes that out. The only thing I don't like about Pyroclasm, it takes out Black Mages as well. And we don't have anything keeping those guys alive. So, whatevs. Whatevs, right? Lastly, was this deck interesting? 100%. Why is that? Brand new cards, practically an entirely new deck. Except for creature removal, right? All made up of Final Fantasy cards. And we're playing with a new mechanic, which was whatever they want to call it. I don't know. Just the Black Mage mechanic. Let's call it that. They're dropping those dudes, just baby making like crazy. And you know how much I love baby making. Yeah, that was fantastic. All right, so let's add this thing up. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely. Was this deck fun? Absolutely. Was this deck interesting? Absolutely. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I'd highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.